Good evening, my esteemed viewers. You're welcome to today's political discourse. Somebody said that I should always mention the date of my broadcast. Yes, today is the 9th of July, 2025. Now, politics is a game of interest, and you will do everything within your power to protect that interest. I repeat, politics in Nigeria is a game of interest, and you will do everything within your power and capacity to protect that interest. That is why Yorubas are telling you that if you do not vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos and the Southwest, you should pack your load and go back to your state. Yes, the NURTW chairman came out and said a lot of things. And people are threatening that if you're not voting for Tinubu in the Southwest, pack your load and baggage and go back to your village. Now, we are projecting that 2027 is going to be violence. Now, the police, they are there. They are seeing what is happening. 2023, MC Olomo made a statement. And the police said that that's a child's play. After that statement, some people were attacked during the election. So politics in Nigeria, don't be angry that the Yorubas are rising up to protect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Fulanis also did the same for a Buhari. During Buhari's tenure, the Fulanis were also at the forefront defending, even though some Yorubas also joined Buhari because of party ties, because of what they were looking for. Some Yorubas joined to defend Buhari. Under Tinubu, Yorubas are the ones defending the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am not against that because I understand Nigerian politics. That is what it is. We have ethnic agenda, we have political agenda, we have tribal agenda. So some people think that Nigeria is going to get better, or we are one, we are united. Like some people said, the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. My brother, politics in Nigeria is ethnic, religious, and tribal. That is why during the last election, some people played the ethnic card, some people played the religious card. So this is a system I have been saying all along that we should restructure and change. For you who think that the Yorubas that are threatening Igbos or other persons in Southwest Nigeria that is how politics is being played in this part of the country. Since we all decided to accept this kind of system, whatever the system gives you, you take. Whatever your eyes see, you take in this system. Now, it is also very important to note that wherever the coalition present as their presidential candidate would determine whether the southern part of Nigeria would vote for the APC or stay at home. I project that 2027, most people are going to stay at home. They are not going to come out to vote. There will be voter party. And the APC will take advantage of that to harvest people's vote that are not coming out to vote. Yes, they will take advantage of that. We saw it during Hope Uzodima's time. He won all the local governments. People refused to come out to vote for him, but he got the votes. How he got the votes, I don't know. That is why it is important for the APC to change the INEC chairman. So whatever threats that is coming from the Southwest, you see, my prayer is that Nigeria should just restructure. That's my prayer. If that threatening the Igbo people or other persons that doesn't want to vote for Tinubu, if it will lead to Nigeria restructuring, man, I'm in for it. I have said this before that Lagos is not no man's land. I will always say it. People that are saying Lagos is no man's land do not understand what they are saying. Okay, for instance, there's no land that is not inhabited by a people. The people that inhabit that land at that point in time, it is their land. Who are those that are inhabiting Yoruba land, the Southwest? They are the Yorubas. Who are the Obas? Who are the traditional institutions in Lagos? They are the Yorubas. So that one is clear. Lagos is not no man's land. Everybody knows it. Even the Igbos, the Ishakiris, the Deltas, everybody know that. Even the Edos, the Benin that said we found Lagos, whatever. Lagos belongs to the Yorubas. But anybody that wants to go beyond that to cause violence, it is a political attempt to hold power. Politicians will look at loopholes in the society. They will plant ethnic division, they will plant political division and religious division. They will take advantage of these things that are happening, all these trivial things, and hold on to power. So what is happening in Lagos, some people are using some elements to make sure that you are being threatened not to sabotage their hold on power in whatever system. Somebody will just come and threaten you that if you don't vote for this party, this and that. You look at, why are these people doing this? It's because the kind of system we have allowed. The government of the day would rather not do anything to people that are threatening voters. They will do anything to people that are criticizing the government. The DSS, the police, they are seeing everything that is going on. There's some things on social media I read, I look, and I laugh. I just remove my face from that level. Because turn by turn, everybody has his own turn. So whenever it is your turn, you will display. If it's not your turn, you mellow down, you calm down. If you see a Tinubu under Buhari, all the betrayals he got from the PDP and whatever, what Obasanjo did, Buhari and all did to him, the guy mellowed and waited for an opportunity for him to seize power and do his own. My take here is that we cannot continue like this. Somebody come, he pushes an ethnic agenda. The next person come, pushes an ethnic agenda. How would Nigeria develop? As it is now, with what is happening in the Southwest, some people will never see anything good in the Tinubu administration because of the threats they have received in the past and what they are receiving, because of the bigotry going online. So we cannot run a country like this. It's not possible for us to run it. We can never come together and work together. I love what the politicians are planting, because as you are planting it, it will germinate one day. And what pains me the most is that these politicians that are planting these things, they are not there to reap from it. Whatever happens, if a Tinubu, like I said, if a Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria, he is not going to be affected. Whatever he's going to do, or whatever the Fulani or anybody that is going to take over power, whatever that person is going to do, is going to affect some innocent persons. Like the action of Nnamdi Azikiwe, the action of Aguiyi, how it's affecting Igbos, the action of Nzogu, however, in whatever way, how it's affecting people that were not part of that, whatever they plan to do within themselves. They just want to tag them Igbo people. So it is, from time to time, Tinubu has an opportunity with what he's cheering up, the division, the ethnic tension this current administration is cheering up. They should restructure Nigeria so that everybody will be in a safe place. I'm not against anybody saying if you don't vote for Tinubu, because we are not in a society that has law. Me, I've already reconciled with that in the first place. We have had different encounters in Nigeria. Sometimes you have money, you can beat the law. Sometimes, if you have money, you can beat the law. So we are not in a society. Some people will be angry. Okay, why are they threatening Igbos? We will do this. My brother, you not do anything. You just make mouth. You make mouth. If you don't have money, don't even make mouth. If you don't have influence, don't make mouth. You just make mouth. You not do anything because you are not understanding the system we are running and practicing. I'm telling you, we run a system. I told you during Buhari's time, Fulanis were running rampage left, right, center. They were changing it for everybody because there's a Fulani there. So it happens when there is a Southwest president. All of a sudden, you see people springing up and supporting their brother. That is the like this Southern-Northern agreement, non-written agreement that South must do after South North must do. That is a non-written agreement that anybody that comes up as president, his tribe must defend him. Tomorrow, if Igbos become president, when you see the Igbo tribe defending him, nobody would have to complain. Why would you complain? Of course, it is a tribal thing. Everybody has their agenda. Like I said, the Southwest may be one of the regions that will leave Nigeria first. Because the Igbos are already on standby. Anybody that is ready to leave, if you want to scatter this union, the Igbos are waiting for anybody that will join them. The trigger may be Southwest because all these things that people are doing now, everybody will just be looking. Mellow down, look at it. Election day, you believe people, whatever it is. But I know that Southwest votes will not really only deliver a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has politics he's playing in other places. But these people that are coming out to put one or two threats like that, They should play the politics very well, though, so that it will not escalate. I told you before, if you're watching my broadcast, that the plan they have for during the APC is not ready to do election. I've said this before, and they are showing you live and direct. APC is not ready to do anything called election. Election day, you go see. I will not say it. Let the people, on social media, people can talk anyhow. Let them review the tactics of the APC. Check the NRT job chairman came and said a lot of things. Somebody that said Lagos is no man's land. Some Obas came and they joined the other side. Thank God for the king that took away their crowns, dethroned them, told them to carry their rubbish and be going and everything. 2027 elections, blah blah blah. We know, we understand. But the thing there is that when two elephants fight, the grass will suffer. What these political leaders are bringing on their people, it is the people that will suffer it at the end of the day. Okay, for instance, because I pray and I believe Tinubu will restructure Nigeria. I still believe that belief. He has to disappoint me. At this point in time, we need restructuring, whatever way. So, for instance, Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria at the end of the day, and some people take over power. Don't you think that they will be looking for revenge? Don't you think? With what everybody have seen now, it is clear. This is social media. This is not those days that we have print. You print, you burn the papers, you burn your system catch fire, everything. Everything is stored on the web. Everybody is having access to the statements of some people at a point in time, the threats of some people, how they supported a particular government, irrespective of the fact that the government is doing wrong. They supported. Everybody eyes don't clear now. If Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria, what happens? What will happen at the end of the day? Now, our religious leaders think these little things can really escalate and can cause tension in one of the most populous cities in Lagos. It can escalate. Now that religious leaders need to come out and speak up against it, they will keep quiet and be looking at you. They will look at you. With their wisdom, they will look at you, not say anything. They will not even speak up against the people that are threatening other people. They will look at you. They will not say anything. Until it escalates, you see them coming to the pulpit and start saying all sorts of things. It escalates. It turns to ethnic violence and whatever. You see them coming to pacify. Now that people are really making threats, religious leaders are not saying anything. That's why when I talk about religious leaders, I know where I'm standing. I'm telling you. Those days, those years, they tell us that Nigeria will get better. I tell you that Nigeria will not get better. Some people will be attacking you. The Bible says, pray for Jerusalem. My Jerusalem is my family and my lineage. In the last days, the Bible predicted that the perilous times that shall come, men, there will be hunger and famine, wars and rumors of war. That's what the Bible said. Predicted in the end of days. And we are closer to the end of days. So, you that are saying that pray for Jerusalem, how does it correlate? Your Jerusalem is where you see as a safe place. I'm telling you. Now, the children of Israel, before they got to where they are today, which Jerusalem were they praying for? Hitler, in quote, as reported, killed 6 million Jews in an unknown land. Which Jerusalem were they praying for? They were heading to a place. They have not got to that place. So which Jerusalem were they praying for? Like I said, the biggest problem we have is tribal and religious problems. Tribal and religious. And it's not going to help us. However, 2027 is going to be very, very interesting. People will expose their intentions. Nigerians will be keeping note of what is going on. There will be violence. People will be stopped from voting. From the polling units, they will get your data. I'm not putting fear in you. However, and I know that it is not only the Southwest that will produce President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but what the Southwest will produce in votes, if the coalition does not get it right, and they are not able to make sure that they restructure INEC. INEC, most importantly, leave every other arm of government. INEC, most importantly. If they don't make sure that INEC is independent, there's nothing they can do. I'm telling you. They must make sure that INEC is independent. If you allow the ruling party to do whatever they want to do, now them day INEC office, morning, afternoon, night. Now them go produce ballot paper. Now them go distribute ballot. Should we now Msolomo, now be chairman of NURTW nationwide. Msolomo and his boys, they will collaboration. Now them go distribute ballot paper. They will plan on how they can do whatever they are doing. Strategic places whereby they will cause problem and do this and do that. If the coalition does not get things right and make sure they hold the government accountable at these various places and areas, my brother, forget about it. And the only thing that Tinubu will do is that if he does not move on with his whatever he wants to restructure, because if he, somebody is saying, may God keep him alive and healthy. I'm just looking. Most times, this kind of politics you are playing, you don't play selfish politics. You look at the future of your people. If Tinubu is no more today, who else is going to be in that position? Who is going to step in the shoes of Tinubu? Remember, Nigeria will outlive so many people. Remember, some people have died. Nigeria is still existing, like Nigeria. They caused problems for their people and they died and they left. But their people are suffering from the actions from some of their leaders. That is the Igbos. Now, if Tinubu is no more today, if he doesn't restructure Nigeria, that is the biggest mistake he will ever do. I'm telling you. He has to do that restructuring. Now, let's move on to other things. My advice is that during the elections, I will not give you advice now. Let's wait until the coalition is able to choose who their presidential candidate is now. When they choose it, then we know whatever is going to happen. Everyone start playing their politics. But my own is that Southern candidacy is a must. If they choose Atiku, Tinubu does not need to even threaten anybody. If they choose Atiku, they should read the room. Everybody would, is either you stay at home, you don't come out to vote, or you campaign for a Southern candidate. Because for me, it is more important, Nigeria's restructuring is more important than any other thing, than whether it is Yoruba or what. If I know that the Northerners, led by Fulani, would not restructure Nigeria. That's why I'm against anything Northern at this. Now that it is Southern turn. Okay, the latest message in the North is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has completed Goodluck Jonathan's tenure for the South. My God. Power goes back to the North, and Atiku Abubakar is the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't know if you heard me. The latest message, propaganda they are pushing in Northern Nigeria is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jonathan did 4 years. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has completed the 4 years of Jonathan. Yes, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has completed the 4 years of Jonathan. That is their mentality in a one Nigeria. You're one Nigeria. So power needs to go back to the North, and it is Atiku's turn. You know, these people, they will not come out and tell you. They will be using back leg. No morals in politics, no honor in politics. That is from an APC supporter. No morals in politics, no honor in politics. So if you are a pastor, you are part of the APC. Your APC chieftains are saying the politics they are playing, there's no morals, there's no honor. Understand that language. So BBC Hausa, their tool for misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda. Okay, look at how they are counting it. Obasanjo did 8 years. That is 8, Abi. Jonathan did 6 years. That is 14, Abi. 14 years. Yar'Adua did 2 years. Abi. That for Northern Nigeria, under democracy. Buhari did 8 years. Abi. That is 10 years. Obasanjo 8. Jonathan 6, 14 years. Buhari 8. Yar'Adua 2. How many? 10 years. So extra 4 years. The South. That is not a mentality. The South used past Northern Nigeria. Tinubu don't do 4 years. 4 years plus 14, that's 18 years. While the northern part of Nigeria has done 10 years, Buhari and Yar'Adua. That is according to their calculation. So they need a northern president now to complete 8 years so that it will be match by match. They are telling it to their people there. They cannot sell it in southern Nigeria now because that one cannot sell. They cannot even come to media houses to come and sell that ideology. They will be going back and back with their traditional rulers or their religious leaders. From back, they follow Magomago. They tell people, it is our turn. South don't do 18 years. Tinubu don't complete Jonathan 8 years. Now it is our turn. Only North has done 10 years. South has done 18 years. So 10 minus 18, 8 years. So it is the turn of the North next year to come and do their own. That's what they were telling them. Politics. If you are using emotions to follow politics, my brother, you will just kill yourself. So that's what they are selling in northern Nigeria. Hey, I'm seeing something here. I don't see. You know, some people go on social media. They don't put their pictures. They just put something else, hide their identity, and start threatening people. Start doing all sorts of things. That is Nigeria. And people will sit down. People that even go to church. People that are deacons. People are pastors. They will sit down and expect the Nigeria to be better. Why they keep quiet? These things are going on. Hi God. They keep quiet. Things are going wrong. They keep quiet. People are spreading that. Even pastors are even part of those that are planting hatred amongst tribe. They are keeping quiet. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking, which kind of Christianity are we practicing? Because me, I know the Christianity of the Bible. I know that Christianity. Eh? If you are not going to vote for Tinubu in 2027 in Yoruba land, please kindly relocate. No apologies for what I said. Hey, Jesus. Everybody's waiting. Like I said, the agenda of the Southwest is to use Nigeria and dump Nigeria. And the Southeast, we are here. I've told you, it is time to plan. I've been saying this over and over again. And people don't want to listen. Who is this small boy? Don't worry. You go clear for your eye. Those that are preparing will prepare. You that want to hold for there, you go hold for there and you go clear for your eye. If you are not vigilant and wise, history is bound to repeat itself. May God help Nigeria.